Good night. My name is Maria Cristina Diaz. I'm a student. I'm 26 years old. In this night, I'm going to talk about advantage and disadvantage of applying restorative justice. I'm going to talk question by question about my point of view and the interviewee. About restorative justice. Question number 1 is, what is a victim? My interviewee say, a victim is a person who suffered damage and violating their rights. In this question, I suffer the interviewee's answer. Question number 2 is, what is an offender? The answer of interviewee is, an offender is the author of an infraction that is any act punished by criminal law, which may be subject to a sanction. For me, an offender is a bad person lacking values. Question number 3 is, what is the main goal of restorative justice? My interviewee say, at this point, I must mention that restorative justice in our country is not yet established, but reviewing in comparative law, it normally occurs in European countries, mainly in the United States. However, in investigation, restorative justice has three main points, being the victim, protagonist of the criminal justice system, and must have one or more aspects to solve the problem. Another objective is the integral reparation of the damage caused by the crime. For me, the main objective is both victim and offender. They can go on with their lives without having doubts and knowing the reason for the crime and the feelings of each one. Question number 4 is, what are some advantages restorative justice? The answer of interviewee say, we can point us as advantage the active role that is given to the victim, the interest in the integral reparation in a psychological and economic way of the damage caused by the crime. In this question, I totally agree that the victim must demand a full reparation for the damage caused by the offender. Question number 5 is, what are some possible disadvantages of restorative justice? My interviewee say, as disadvantage we can point out the privatization of the criminal justice on non-negotiable rights, the situation of the victim and aggressor on the same plane, the weakness of the preventive purpose of the criminal function. I agree to say that both the victim and the offender in the same plane, and that should not be sustained. The rights of the victim are violated. Question number 6 is, can restorative justice be applied in any kind of criminal act? The interviewee say, as previously indicated, restorative justice in our country has not yet been implemented. However, from what has been investigated, it can only be applied in matters of minors of crimes of private action. I agree to say that it should only be applied in minor crimes, such as robbery, because in a case rape, it will not be recommended because it will put the victim in a situation of concern and cold panic. Question number 7. What is your personal opinion about the application of restorative justice in solve legal conflicts? The answer of interviewees say, we believe that restorative justice contributes to our way of seeing complementary solution for the future model of criminal justice, whose benchmark should continue to be especially a vertical process of judicial conflict resolution. This does not reduce the value of restorative justice of mediation. If not, it tries to put them to their proper dimension as alternative solution tools that can be activated under the principle of legality in certain crimes when certain conclusions concur in them, always having judicial control and the will of the parties involved in conflict resolution of restorative justice. My personal opinion of the restorative justice is that it helps to move forward, to know the motives that led to the crime, but above um, above all to say what is thought and felt. Question number 8 is restorative justice officially practiced to solve legal conflicts in our country? As we reiterate in our case, restorative justice is not yet applied. This is a model of justice that is applied both in the European Union, in the United States. Here, this anywhere a reform of the Comprehensive Criminal Code in December 2019, in where is established or speak of restorative justice. However, it does yet apply in our country. This answer is the answer of interviewee. My answer in the last question is I think it is important to apply it in Ecuador. A science that will help a lot to resolve legal problems are the well-being of both victim and offender. Restorative justice can be a good solution of legal problems in Ecuador because 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 help resolve resolve psychological situation in a victim and offender. This is totally of restorative justice. Thank you so much.